Son of a bitch.
He's pulling his cock out!
Hey, you thought it was gonna pop up on screen that time, huh? Oh, it was being a little sneaky this time. Actually, I just forgot to hit the button, but you know.
Attack!
Bruh.
You suck!
Anyway, hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. Let's get right back into the grind, shall we? The grind to 200. It begins again anew. Right here, right now.
A test of your reflexes!
More like a test of patience, but... why mince words, right? Every time there. Oh, yeah, we ended up on the consensus that I had to do that. Yeah, had to stay on single player a little longer. Oh, I forgot something. The music. I was planning on putting that on right now, though. But I also forgot the magic glove. This is where we left off yesterday. Okay, let me switch that back. Alright, where is it? Alright, I got it. Whew. Easy to forget since I don't use it on many streams, but... we're ready. How's my inventory? Good. Just gotta sort it. Checking the audio for the volume levels for the music. Okay, it doesn't seem to be too loud. I can probably raise it up a little. There we go. Get destroyed. Alright, so this is gonna be as easy as it used to be on very hard mode. For single player now. All this extra gear and goodies that Lantana gave me. Yeah, look, it's just like the good old days. Consistent quick kills. Simple and clean.
Son of a bitch.
This is what grinding to level 200 on MapleStory was like for me for most of it, yeah. Like the way I just, you know, started up was like, alright, let's go. I just wasn't streaming because that wasn't even a thing back then, but... but yeah, this is pretty much what I was doing. Just sat down, cracked my knuckles, got to work, put some music on, and then, you know, started grinding. Doing the same thing over and over again for hours and hours at a time. Killing the same enemies over and over. The classic MMO experience. I didn't have as big of a music collection back then as I do now, though. But now I can only use a fraction of the music that I got. That's a DMCA, so... I can only use video game music that's approved. Pew, pew, pew. Oh. Oh, this the boss. That explains the full white color scheme. I wonder if I understood that reference if I hadn't played Metal Gear Solid 3 for the first time. Was it a year ago now, or has it been longer? It's been longer. No, 2 years ago now, yeah. I think I streamed the Metal Gear Solid series in 2023. Yeah. I did my very first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3. A lot of Sonic Mania music is like hit or miss for me. Most of the music that I like is from like Sonic 3, of course. Or I should say, most of the music that I like is like the slightly revamped, mixed up versions of the OG music, you know? But a lot of the original tracks they made just for this game, not many of them really hit with me. The style they went for is just not really my thing. This song is actually an OG song, or I should say tune, melody, soundtrack, whatever. Not a song if there's no one singing, right? This one is from the Japanese soundtrack of Sonic CD, or the that stage where you fight, where you race against Metal Sonic. And I mentioned before that I like the American soundtrack for Sonic CD better. Stardust Speedway, that's what it is. This is supposed to be the past version of Stardust Speedway. Like a little bit of a remix of it. But again, the Japanese soundtrack. I prefer the American one. Or I guess I should technically say Western? I think it released in Europe with the same soundtrack as the America, but I don't know. Now this is the Sonic Mania version. Just another take on it, basically, another mix. This is an upgrade. More of a bop, you know? Obviously like this one better. About to kick in. There it is. This is a good one. At first it was a little daunting. The speed at which he walks. Coming from like very hard mode, it was a little bit much, but you get used to it and then it's like, whatever. Not so bad anymore once you're used to it. I have never played Sonic Mania, by the way. When I play that on stream, it'll be a first, another first. It does look super fun. I just never got around to it. My backlog's always been too much. Other priorities. I guess I didn't need that, but whatever. Plus this defense material. I'm glad I checked. I like Act 2 version, the Act 2 version of this one better. And I think they made it even better in the Sonic Mania version too. Hydro City. I fucked up the combo.
Fuck!
One bad input, and it all went to shit. Oh, another one of these. Sweet! It's the new sword I'll be farming for team points, I guess. See, this is what I'm talking about. Upbeat, fast-paced. They took the original and made it 10 times better. Absolute banger. Should've done. Yes, I still gotta do 2 heavy hits for that. Take that. I do like this shield though. The fact that it's actually visible makes your character look a little bit cooler, you know? I mean, just a little piece of extra gear. That sweet spot. Oh, we can just get nice and cozy here now. Enjoy the beats. Oh, I got the perfect idea. I literally just got this idea from This will be a great thumbnail. The person we raided last night, Basement. I think it was Basement Hero. They have a picture of a yellow rappy on the bottom left. The little. I mean, I think they just have it there because maybe they think it's they find it cute, you know. It could be maybe that's their like static like PNG tuber model. I don't know. I have mine now. The perfect eye candy. Did you get more fan art of hot chicks like Genshin chicks or something like that? Something that's in style. Have it rotating in the bottom left corner or something. Like some FF14 streamers have, you know? If anyone's curious who this is though, this is Ultima from Final Fantasy Tactics. Final boss. Spoiler alert. That's one dark ass story. Just thinking back on it. Last time we watched it was when we did the Road to Endwalker marathon. Get shot in the back. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Another pipe. Crack pipe, more like. Oh, there's no beating that Sonic R soundtrack. That was a big high. The soundtrack's good too, but it just doesn't... It's not quite as lively. Maybe just because I'm really into, like, club dance music, of course. That's probably why. Or at least that style of it. What Sonic R's music was like. Soundtrack was fucking... Well, it's like my armor. It's on fire, man. Fucking lit. It didn't take long to start tuning out the fire effect on my character from this arm. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna die. Uh-oh. Dude, it's like going up against a whole row of linebackers. Oh my god. They don't want me getting there. Jesus. I got lucky. Oil Ocean. Nobody fucking likes this level. Like, we hated it in Sonic 2. Why'd you bring it back for Sonic Mania? Fucking dragon's ass in my face.
You bastard! You suck!
forgot. I have to do 2 heavy attacks. I can't just... I just realized the health bar is covered up by this. By where the image is right now. Oh, now I have a dilemma. I guess it's not something crucial that needs to be shown, but... some people might want to see it. I have a dilemma because... oh wait, I have a different scene for FF14, so I think it shouldn't affect it if I move this one. I hope not. We'll find out. Excellent. Oh yeah, this weapon can still be... oh no. Never mind, it's maxed out. Alright. +9 is all I can do. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. No. But then that'll cover up the action palette. Huh, the only place I can put it is where my webcam goes. And just to make sure I only have either the webcam or her. Like that. I mean, it's a long road to 200. I'm trying to get a little creative for when I have these just like mostly silent long grind streams. It gives me a chance to play with features that I normally... oh, hell yeah. Level up, 127.
Son of a bitch.
I was gonna say, it gives me a chance to play with features I don't normally bother with. Like I see some people, like I was just talking about those FF14 streamers that do this. Oh hell yeah, an absolute banger of a song. Alright, I'm maxing out the volume for this one. Give me a sec. Alright, where's the volume? Hell yeah. Hold up. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I was just talking about those FF14 streamers who have like a They have like a picture that's constantly changing to like different photos cover where their webcam would normally be, which it basically just covers up their chat box for privacy reasons when they stream. For those that don't want to like show their face. I mean, nowadays there's less of that. There's more VTubers. But yeah, I've always been a little curious about that. Because I just remembered, okay, so Maximilian Dude is a good example for this. For his starting soon screen, he literally has like a rotating screenshot folder. Like it's obviously connected to a screenshot folder he has, and he's got a fuck ton of screenshots in there, and so it's just randomly switching between tons of screenshots of mostly fan art that his fans have sent him over the like decade and a half that he's had his career, like several years and years and years of fan art he's collected, and it's just constantly fading in and out from one photo to the next of just fan art. And so it's like, I want to do that. It's like a slideshow. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's kind of like a slideshow. So I kind of want to figure out how to do that. Then I can actually have like rotating pictures instead of just Ultima there. Be cool for these no-cam streams like this where I just kind of like I'm just doing something repetitive and shooting the shit. I've never gotten tired of this song. Ever since I first played it, Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3. As a kid, I've always loved the volcano, the music and the aesthetic of the place. Like, it's such a good match. And it fits like the tone of the story by that point too. The whole vibe. Part 2 nails it also. Knocks it right out of the park. The whole place freezes over. You're getting super close to the Master Emerald. Oh, that's right! And then they added this little electric guitar for the Sonic Mania version. It's so fucking good. Jesus, this is good. I'm telling you, their strength really lies in the remastered, or... I guess it's a form of remastering. It's not necessarily a remix, but you can look at it either way. The redone, let's just say that. The redone soundtracks. Sonic Mania team fucking nailed it. Like, I can zone out to this one. Almost meditate to it. So fucking good. Might have happened once when I was high and listened to it. Just fucking hella zoned out on it. That was a long time ago though. Maybe I should grab an edible for old time's sake. Fuck it. Had to have been like almost 2 years now. That's the last time. Been a minute. I definitely won't do that on stream though. I'm unprofessional enough as it is. Like what just happened with the Ultima picture. Damn. There goes the good music. I'm turning the ship back down in a minute. I think we're good there. Getting stuck like that. Oh, right, I forgot the... Whoops. Well, that was useless. I'll see how many of them follow me back to, This could get ugly. Ultima? Waifu? Help me out. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die. Okay, that should have reset most of them. There we go. Fuck. Telepipe. Another pipe! Well, at least it broke the ranks. This is actually a good song. That saxophone is going in, man. It's just like... Hey, Cloud Trekker. Name sounds familiar, but thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, fellow raiders. Fellow PSO lad. Yes. Hello, fellow PSO lads. Welcome to my humble stream that totally doesn't have a hot anime chick showing ass in the top right corner. My name is Leon Starcrest, and I am leveling up my character named Vaughn to level 200. A slow and long-going grind, but if you were looking for a chill, cozy, lurker-friendly stream, or I'm just doing something laid-back and repetitive, then you found it. So that's what this is.
Dylan!
Your name seems familiar too, maybe from Pizza's channel? Yeah!
Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
that's where we met. Yeah. I've seen you in Pizza's chat. I'll do this real quick. Hi, everybody. I know some people are probably like, yo, what the hell anime chick back on, man? But I mean, I thought it would be rude to me, or rude for me to not, you know, show face to a whole raid. So, once again, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for the raid, Cloud Trekker. And yeah, you're right. I think that's where I saw you too. Was in Pizza Mate's chat. I've seen you there a couple times. You've been working on a collectionist run for offline GameCube episode 1 and 2 plus. Nice. So does that involve like collecting everything the game has? I imagine that can take almost as long as getting to level 200. If not longer. I would imagine it would take longer, yeah. I mean, part of what gives this game continuous replay value even after you reach level 200 is the fact that there's a lot of rare stuff to find, even then. Especially on Ultimate mode. So, I would imagine it takes longer. You have 8 IDs right now, above level 100. Your highest character is a 167 Redria Fomar. Huh, so that brings up some questions. Do you have like a system for which character types get what ID? It's like you obviously have every ID so that you can collect everything across. Because for those who don't know, there's a lot of items that will only drop exclusively for certain IDs from certain monsters. It's a very tedious and meticulous thing. And so I'm kind of wondering if you decided this character's gonna have this ID because they're a force, or this one because they're a hunter, or this one because they're a ranger. Like, did you make it based on that, or did you just kind of randomly spread out the IDs across your characters? I'm curious to know if there's a method to the madness. Currently, you don't repeat any IDs or colors. You allow trading between characters. So you're super worried about like pink all being forced, for example? Sometimes I consider which zones have difficult grinds, like Tower, which is a pain for Hunter. Oh, you're not super worried. Okay. I gotcha. You know, now that you mentioned Tower, like, you're mentioning missions I've never done before, because... And, I mean, I'm just mentioning this just to throw it out there because I want to make it clear that I'm not an expert at this game. But I think I know which mission you're talking about, just because you said Tower. I've heard other people mention it too. But I will be the first to say, I've only ever played, like, the story mode and the side missions for this game. That's, like, all I'm familiar with. Because the last time I played this was on the actual GameCube offline only, like 20 years ago. And I'm fairly new to Affinia still. And I just kind of went, right after beating the story, I just kind of went right into the fastest grinding method for leveling. So there's still like so many side quests like that I never got to play 20 years ago. And also Affinia exclusive side quests that I've never touched. But I've heard the name Tower mentioned before, and I guess that's... I think I saw some streamers playing through it too. The Tower's available in the Plus version. It's an episode 2 quest with a ton of the mini bosses from Central. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen people stream that. Got the Gigu, the Gibbles, Mary Carol, and its own boss named Epsilon. Yeah, it basically has the same enemies that you encounter in the Seat of the Heart side quest, which I did do. I finally got to do that after 20 years to see what it was like. Because back then it was a downloadable quest, so I never got to play it, yeah. Gil? I don't remember what that is. But yeah, you go through that same exact tower from Seat of the Heart when we were trying to rescue I forgot her name. We were rescuing what's-her-name's digital AI boyfriend. We were fighting alongside Karik. Yeah, I remember that. And it has the same enemies you just mentioned. So I'm guessing it's just a non-story version of that. I never saw Epsilon because I just used the guide to hit the right computers, so I never had to fight Epsilon, but I did see Epsilon on a stream of somebody I rated, though. A black humanoid creature with a scythe and he just murders you? Oh, Ellie, yes, you got it. It's Ellie. Ellie's the girl, yeah. That's the girl we were helping for that side quest. But so you just described basically Karik. A black humanoid creature with a scythe. So it's basically like a reskinned Karik, it sounds like, from what you're describing. I've never seen that. Huh, I wouldn't be surprised if they threw that in there just for fun. Since it's a quest that kind of references one where Karik can help you if you take the right steps. You know, through the tower. Also, I gotta do something real quick. A shout out to Cloud Trekker. I meant to do that earlier, but since we got to talking. You have a clip of Karik getting one-shot by a Mary Curl at the very end of that. Dude, I gotta see that. If you have that on your Twitch channel, I want to go see that. That sounds hilarious. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, hold on. You might get... I think my bot might time... Well, I don't think it'll time you out, but it might censor your link. I have to give you permission. Hold on. Before you post that, let me do a permit. Okay, how do you do this again? I think it was... We just gave it to a random person. Alright. Now I know that's the command. There. Now you can post it. You got 60 seconds. I like that it still censored it. Oh my god, it must be a separate bot or something. Shit. I'll just pull up your channel. Fuck it. Right after this run, I'll pull it up. If you have it there, I mean, it should be easy to find, right? I don't get why it's still... This came out as 3 asterisks. 3 stars. Let me check the dashboard. Maybe it's Stream Elements? Rest in peace, Creek. Alright, I'll look it up. The Seal Dragon's popping to this music right now. This is the problem when you have multiple bots on your channel. Like when you have Stream Elements and then Streamlabs. Maybe it was Streamlabs that censored it. Because if I did permit for Stream Elements, I can only imagine the other bot, Stream Labs, is probably the one that censored it anyway. And you have multiple little chat bots. It's probably bound to happen. All right, let's see. Well, let me get into another lobby and then I'll do it from there. Whoops. Alright, time to be a React Andy for a second. Alright, I gotta see this. I'm gonna say this right now for anybody watching this, especially later on YouTube. Headphone warning, because I have no idea how loud this might be. Let's see. Oof, I'm not in windowed mode. Shit. Let me. How do you make this into a new window? I think I just have to do this. There we go. Now it's its own window. Let me minimize the other one. Hecky stuff. Featured clips. I'll just go to videos. Filter by clips. No, show all clips. I'm not looking for this time period. Rip Karik, 2 years ago. Alright, here we go. Okay, I paused it right away. Now let me, so many steps. I should be able to just switch to the desktop scene. Yeah, that'll be faster. Let me turn on the webcam there. Actually, it doesn't matter because I have to change the screen capture properties. Yes, I'll just stay here. Okay, screen capture. And properties. There it is. Boom. Now let's check this out. We're now in React Andy mode. Headphone warning. I don't know how loud this might be. Okay, it's not loud. Way to go, Dreadbread. Nice name. God, there's two of them. There it is. He just got knocked out. Damn. He just fucking. Wait, you fail the mission if he. You fail the mission if he dies? Are you kidding me?
Oh, shit!
I'm guessing that's what happened, right? I like how he's 199 on ultimate mode. I might as well just made him 200. Yep, there he goes. It's just... Oh, wrong one.
I got poisoned!
He just gets hit by a fucking Megid from that plant. Thing that killed me a couple times. Oh my god. So that's it. You actually just fucking... You're supposed to break the correct terminal and then run past everything? I learned that the hard way. Yeah, thank god I just used a guide my first time through that. Because that would have pissed me off. Because, like, there's only one checkpoint. At the halfway point of that quest, basically. So if you die there, now you gotta do the second half of that quest all over again. Now, thankfully, the second half of the quest is mostly just that tower. But still, you still have to do the preliminary steps leading to it again and skip past all the... You have to master all the text. Oh, I feel for you. That must have really sucked. That's pretty bad. Poor Karik. You'll be missed. Yeah, that's a good clip. That's a good clip, for sure. Karik just got fucking destroyed. He's gone. Goodbye, Karik. That's a good clip. Oh my god. Okay, we're back here. Hey! Put the music back on, man. There it is. Bong, la, bong. Bong, la, bong. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Alright, let's continue the grind. That was a good one though.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
That's right, CJ. Here we go again. Now imagine if you have Ellie there. If you don't take the right steps to make sure Karik is there with you. Which, I mean, you have to have... If you want the true ending of the quest, you have to have Karik there with you. That's how you know you're on the right track for it. But... And my first run through on normal mode was a non-canon playthrough on purpose. Because I wanted to be able to compare the differences. I also wanted Karik's Scythe, the Soul Leader, on my first playthrough. It's a tradition because I got it 20 years ago. Following a guide, of course, even back then. But then for hard mode and above, I went for the canon route. It's way more, it pays off a lot more, for sure. We got a few Regal rings for the bank collection. Yeah. You have to make multiple characters if you want to keep farming those too, because you can only get one per difficulty per character. Something like that. And because they did that, I absolutely hate the fact that it breaks if you die while you have it on. And what kind of shit is that? It's just like, okay, so this is just something I'm never gonna use. Just gonna sit there. Because I can never replace it. Yeah, I heard about that, and I actually wanted to do that on stream. The secret ending to Retired Hunter. I wanted to do that on stream, but I had to look up the steps to do it because I couldn't figure it out. I have to remind myself not to forget to do that too. It has to be like on ultimate mode, right? Shit, I read the guide for it a while back. I forgot the actual requirements. Like, I had to actually look it up on TSO World because I don't think the Affinia server even had a guide for that. You don't know what triggers it, but I do know if you do the full Regal Ring run, you're capable of getting that ending. Yeah, it was something janky, like you have to play on ultimate mode. You have to make sure you answer... Because it relates to... they hint at the fact that his daughter... The true ending confirms who his daughter is. The retired hunter guy, Donoff. He had a daughter named... well, I forgot her name already, but she's the chick in yellow. You do a few quests for her in the forest where she wants to study like the hildy bears and other wildlife, see why they're aggressive. Supposedly you had to give her a certain answer when she asks you if you want to bring the hildy bear back to Pioneer 2, and then no matter which answer you give, she says no, it's not a good idea anyway. But I think somebody on the forum post I was looking at debunked that and said it didn't matter. But you do have to obviously do that quest before Retired Hunter, so that you know who she is. Your character has to know who she is. And I think there might have been one other requirement, but I can't remember. Oh, I have one already. No, I saw it. Like I said, I went through the whole Seed of the Heart quest with a guide. I used a guide from PSO World. I have at least one, and I do know how to get... Like, I memorized the steps, so I can do it again, too. I appreciate it, though. It's such a long road. You have to do the entire Sue quest subplot, the Bernie and Sue stuff and on episode 1, and then when you do the Seed of the Heart quest on episode 2, you gotta do so much. You have to answer everything with the right... You have to give the right answer to all the questions. It's crazy. Yeah, it's great. And I'm somebody who primarily enjoys a good story when I play a video game. That's why my tags are like single player and story rich and stuff like that. Like I mostly play story driven video games. That's like the thing that I've always enjoyed that since I was a kid. From a very young age, I've always seen video games as like the next evolution to like a movie or a book. Interactive storytelling, so to speak. So story's always a big thing for me in any game that I play. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed playing through Phantasy Star Online in different ways. Like getting the Soul Eater and then getting the Regal Ring. It was such a nice payoff. It was a good journey. I think it was my first almost 50 streams of this game was basically all story based. My first 50 episodes was just going through the whole story. And I played episode 4 for the first time as well. I've never played that before in my life. The ending for that was a little lackluster, but I mean, episode 4 in general feels really rushed anyway. It was kind of interesting that they made it so that you have to beat the missions really fast to get like extra scenes too. It was kind of annoying, but it was also kind of cool to see the extra scenes. The reason I decided to grind this out to level 200 is simply because I never got to 200 back in the GameCube days 20 years ago. And then long after I stopped playing this game, a long time after I stopped playing this game, my memory card at some point got wiped, so I just lost the character. The character is the same as the one I have now. His name was Vaughn. Looks exactly the same. And I got to 168, I believe, 168, just playing with my cousin and my brother, and then playing by myself. Playing through the story and the side quests. Got all the way to 168. One of the other PSO streamers tonight got a Heaven's Punisher. Is that like a really cool weapon or something? I've seen that the little ticker a few times. I don't know what it is though. Oh yeah, this is the Mean Bean Machine reference. Wait, did we already listen to that soundtrack? Yeah, we did. This is the Versus mode music remastered for Sonic Mania. I unfortunately did have it spoiled for me that you do a little small version of the Mean Bean Machine minigame. Well, it was its own game, but like there's a minigame version of it for one of the boss fights in Sonic Mania. I did have that spoiled for me, unfortunately. A mega rare gun, like 1 out of 300,000 chance for most IDs besides Blue Fall. 1 out of 200 from the Hildy Tor. Wow. I'll have to look up what that looks like. Is it just rare for prestige though, or is it actually like a really good weapon? Chemical Plant Zone Boss, Mean Bean Machine. The versus mode music. My brother loved playing Mean Bean Machine with his friend that introduced him to it way back in the day. So when he saw this minigame pop up for the first time ever, that's how I learned about it. He told me about it. He was so goddamn excited to see a nod to that game when he played Sonic Mania. He's like, dude, you gotta check this out. I was like, what the fuck? I watched him play a lot, so like 20 plus years ago. So it was nice to see for me too. It's weird because it scales off of MST because of a magic damage special attack. The special attack summons lasers that hit all nearby enemies for light damage? So is that like a gun for forces? Oh, only rangers can equip it. It's best for Marl due to her high-ish MST. Interesting. Well, that's an interesting mechanic for a gun. I guess, you know, they're just trying different things. I want to see what it looks like, though. I'll have to look it up on Affinia. On the Affinia wiki. Let me see what it looks like before we go in here. Not Heaven Striker, Heaven Punisher. Oh, that's an interesting looking gun. Not necessarily in a good way, that shit looks weird. What the fuck? The Ultimate Gun, a weapon veiled in mystery. Divine Punishment, its special attack is based on time. One of the rarest items in the game. Its special attack varies depending on the beat time? Normally, beat time in Phantasy Star Online Blueburst is a unique method of telling time created by the Swatch Corporation. Beat time was designed as a method of telling time independent from time zones, although it is globally based on the time zone UTC+1. What the fuck is this? Let me read more about this. By dividing the standard 24-hour day into 1,000 units called dot beats, with each dot beat lasting an equivalent of 86.4 seconds. Beat time was incorporated into Phantasy Star Online during development as a way to more easily facilitate the coordination of cross-continent gameplay. It can be observed in-game by opening the menu with the current beat time called Internet Time. Oh, that's what that is? As well as the progression of the current dot beat represented by a green bar, which just disappeared. We just saw it right now on the bottom right. Oh, so that's what that bar is that fills up and just disappears and resets and then starts filling up again. It's a dot beat. 86.4 seconds, and that green bar resets. Wow. Okay, so how does this pertain to the gun? It says when the hundreds digit of the beat time is odd. So that's the 1 right here. It says 180 right now. Its special is an auto aim attack with special accuracy and heavy damage. Yeah, I just changed to 181. 86.4 seconds just went by. It's an auto aim attack with special accuracy and heavy damage. When the hundreds digit is even, so when this becomes a 2, so when it gets to 200, its special turns into Divine Punishment, which is a unique special attack that is granted to the rare weapons Heaven Punisher and Millie Marteau, as well as Heaven Striker, while a striker unit is equipped. When the hundreds digit of the beat time is even. Summons beams of light from the sky to attack enemies. Oh, that's what you just described, Cloud Striker. Oh, here's an end. Oh, cool. There's a gif of it. That's pretty neat. You want to use that attack, you have to be playing this game at a certain time of the day. Great. That's, you know, that's amazing.
You shit!
Oh, Heaven Striker's another gun. Oh, I've seen that one. A handgun based on secret military blueprints. Rare handgun, strongest in the game. Boasting highest attack power of all handguns and a Berserk special. Yeah. You need a striker unit equipped for it to become Divine Punishment when the hundreds digit of the beat time is even. The hell is a striker unit? It's a mag cell. Mag cell striker unit may be obtained using the rare mag cell Heaven Striker coat on an equipped level 50 plus Garuda, which is a certain mag. Holy shit, this game is intricate, man. There is so much to this game, it's actually fucking crazy. Oh, we're on the final boss music stuff. We had the Stardust Speedway boss, Metal Sonic, the high-spec Robo-Go, our hard-boiled heavy theme. This is Ruby Illusions for final boss. My favorite songs are the ones coming up. Egg Reverie, the extra boss theme. The pinch is just kind of because you're about to run out of rings, obviously. It's a supersonic boss. Like, they started doing that a long time ago, but yeah, this game has a lot to it. That's crazy. Like, I wonder how much of this was Blueburst exclusive and how much of it was on the GameCube. You know? And I know some things are even Affinia exclusive for this private server. Its animation is basically Dark False's Divine Punishment laser. That's what it looked like from the GIF that I saw, yeah. There's a few weapons that function off a beat time like Morning Glory Claw. Those other 2 weapons are from episode 4. I don't know much about that content. Okay, so that means they were Blueburst exclusive. The ones that are episode 4 at least. Alright. Man, they put a lot of heart and soul into this game. Phantasy Star Universe gives off the same vibe. That one definitely feels like a very good spiritual successor to this game. And here it comes, the good song. Just wait for it to kick in. Wait for it to really kick in. I'm putting this one at full volume before we get into that dragon fight. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here it comes. My best air guitar. That's all you're getting. I actually did learn to play a little bit of guitar back in middle school too. I had an electric guitar. That is definitely my favorite part of the goddamn track, where the electric guitar really kicks in like that. I was like, damn, whoever made this tune, this melody is like, they were into it. Some real passion right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Shit. I was trying to grab the money. I'll grab this one. Here comes the pinch. Damn, so much for multitasking. He got too far away. If that last one had hit him, he would have died. But Vaughn targeted the tail, so right as he moved it away. The second to last Razonde, or Rafoy? Yeah, Rafoy. This is when you're about to run out of rings. We all know you need rings to maintain supersonic form. Level 128.
Son of a bitch.
I'm so glad I did one last run. During that run, I was like, I think I'll stop after this one. And then look, perfect. Got a level up, so we get to finish on a high note. What is this? Emote? Hurrah? That's really cool. You have emotes that are just like, this. It's this emote. And PSL emotes, I like that. That's really neat. Dude, this is so panic-inducing. This is like... Alright, there we go. I'm bowing out. Whew. That's it for the grind for today. Pause this here. Okay. Right at the act, we're gonna start at the act clear music. Nice. All right, folks. That's it for me for now. But before I go, I did want to comment on that. The music. I have mixed feelings about the tradition of supersonic being used to defeat the final boss of the game. Started with Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Or Sonic and Knuckles, more precisely, but you know, they're the same game. They were split into two, then you can play them together by combining the cartridges, yada yada. It started there. What I didn't like was that from Sonic Adventure onward, for a lot of the 3D games, for like all of them all the way to Sonic Colors, is that Supersonic became exclusive just to defeat the final boss of the story. And I always liked it as being able to just use it whenever, as a form of invincibility that was really cool. And so I feel like it lost a lot of its allure. Like, it made for an epic final boss, sure. But usually those final bosses are always hard as shit. And you just, like, have to die your way through it until you figure out the mechanics, which are very tedious and difficult. Or at least they were back then, maybe because, you know, the old adage of, you were a kid, so you sucked at video games, which tends to be true, yeah. Like, I go back to play a lot of games that I struggled with as a kid, and I'm like, how did I ever find this difficult? This is so easy. But, you know, Some of those supersonic bosses are definitely pretty hard though. And I just kind of lost its allure a little bit because it's just kind of like, okay, well, we get to be supersonic now, but it's probably gonna be some shit hard final boss that's just gonna get you killed over and over, and it just kind of makes it lose its you feel weaker than if you're playing as not supersonic, because you just, you know, because it's so goddamn difficult, and the whole point was to feel like you're invincible. So I just kind of, I'm glad that resonated with a lot of players, and they did go back on that. And then Sonic Colors, I believe, is where they decided to allow you to actually be supersonic in the whole game if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, not just the final boss. But yeah, Sonic Mania did the same thing, where I heard you can, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, you can be supersonic for the whole game, and then there's also an exclusive final boss. I don't think being able to be supersonic across the whole game detracts or takes away from the experience of being able to defeat like some big super boss at the end of the game, the extra bosses they call it, in that form as well. I still found it just as satisfying doing, what was it called? Doomsday Zone was the extra boss, like true final boss zone for Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 and Knuckles when the whole tradition started. I still found that fight to be pretty epic, even if you're still able to even if you were able to transform into supersonic or hypersonic throughout the rest of the game. Like, I don't think it ever took away from it, but for some reason they just decided to make it a exclusive to, you know, final bosses or whatever, extra bosses as some people call it. Just call them the true ending boss, I guess, is probably, to me, is the most appropriate. But yeah, this is something I wanted to comment on because of that song. Something I wanted to get off my chest. I'll probably ramble about it again once I actually play through the Sonic games. But yeah, anyway, I'm wrapping this up now. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and thanks for the raid, Claude Trekker. I know you said thanks for the stream, so I'm just gonna say thank you for the raid. I appreciated that. And sometimes that is just a thing that I do. I will sometimes just ramble about irrelevant nonsense for like 5 to 10 minutes. It's just, you know, it's what I do. It's one of my things. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across Twitch and YouTube. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, good night, and good night. And I will see you all then. Peace.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.